right, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar against Artis Gilmore as we start this game from the Richfield Coliseum. Glad to have you with us. This was Reggie Theus, his first All-Star appearance. He might be a little nervous in the early going.
I think Russ jinxed him. He told me before the game, now's the time to show me, fella, and this is what he's showing him, kicking it out of bounds.
Red Auerbach very high on Reggie Theus. Paul Westphal, he'll bring it into Kareem. Kareem in his 11th appearance. Here's Westphal from outside, and Artis Gilmore brings it down. The Bulls really been rolling. They've won their last 6 in a row, and 500 now for the year. Eddie Johnson, his second straight start from the Atlanta Hawks with Westphal on him. He had 22 points last year. Here's the doctor from the corner. Rebound, cleared by Adrian Dantley. Here comes Walter Davis. Neither team able to get it to go. You can see Larry Bird has an elastic bandage on his left thigh. He has been hurting a little bit.
With those two centers they got in there, you notice that most of the guys are pulled up and take a jump shot.
What are you trying to say?
Well, with guys like Gilmore and Kareem, it's not all that good idea to start off going in there.
Get some of that nervous excitement out of you anyway. Here's Davis out to Kareem. Gilmore's going to let him have it. Here comes the move for the sky hook, but Darrell Garrison has spotted the foul. Artis Gilmore picking it up.
Well, in that situation, you don't want to let Kareem go to his right, and Artis gave him a little running start that way, and you have to shade his right hand. Make him go to his left and beat you to his weakness. Not that he's that weak going left, of course.
You like that lateral movement, that big guy on the other big guy?
He got there in a hurry, didn't he? Dantley, the leading scorer in the NBA this year with a 31.7 average. Can't get it to go. Johnson to Bird, a little behind him.
Eddie should have taken that in that time. He had a clear opening. The man was anticipating the play down on the baseline. The doctor was on the right-hand side there, and he threw the ball out of bounds. He had an opportunity to take it right to the basket. The defensive man on that play had committed going to the man coming on the wing.
I would imagine that's some of the timing they've got to get down, not playing with each other during the course of the regular season. Here's Kareem. He's going to try the jumper. And followed up beautifully by Dantley, but he can't get it to go. Johnson brings it down. Up to Julius. Julius, the MVP in this Classic in 1977. Artis at 7'2" against another guy the same size, and he shot it over him. The East with a 4-0 lead. They won in overtime last year, one of the best games ever played in this All-Star Classic. Paul Westphal. Westphal hits his second opportunity from outside. Westphal getting the West on the board. I guess if you were to analyze these two teams, the West has the most size, the East the most speed. And here comes George Gervin. Gervin with 34 points last year. He's playing with the other team this time. He's always played before with the East, but of course San Antonio's switching over to the Western Conference, going from the Central Division to the Midwest Division. Larry Bird with Dantley on him. 4-4 our score. Gilmore reaching in on him was Westphal. Johnson out to Theus. Bird, look at the good ball movement. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Now with 5, 4, 3, and inside a block by Kareem. It will be the East basketball.
And that's why Bill was saying you don't like to take it into the big guy too often, because that'll happen quite frequently against fellas like that.
Here's Theus, and that should give him some confidence. Leading scorer for Chicago, averaging over 19 points a game.
Well, now, so far, all they've been doing is really just feeling their way out, and everybody's kind of finished it. That's why they're not shooting so well. Although the defense is in the middle is pretty good. What happens in All-Star games, the defense is always just a little suspect, because most of these guys are scorers. But you got some good players, and as they get into it, they'll start relaxing and doing more of the things that they do so well.
Gilmore picking up his second foul. Rick, weren't you telling me you picked up 6 in a hurry in one of these games?
That's my first All-Star game that I ever played in. I was out of there in about 8 minutes time, so at least I got to be in the record book.
That is a record, I take it.
Well, it is for fouling out of an All-Star game, but it might be a record for the least number of minutes played.
You know, speaking of records, the first All-Star game that I saw was in Boston Gardens when I was a rookie. And we had a rookie on the team, Tommy Heinsohn. And that was his first All-Star game as a rookie. He went 18 for 21. He got the ball 21 times. He shot it 18.
He was going to make his mark in a hurry, huh?
He only made about 4 or 5 of them, though, Bill said.
The doctor at the other end as the West leads at 9-6. A foul coming up. They'll be taking it out of bounds. Davis picking up the personal foul. Davis actually this year has been playing guard for the Phoenix Suns, but When the ballots came out in August, he was listed as a forward. As an end result, he made the All-Star team at that position. Here's Eddie Johnson. Rebound, Dantley. Dantley at 6'5". What a year he's having for Utah. Bird trying to go for the steal. Davis, beautiful pass to Gervin. Look at the spin on the ball.
That was beautiful body control. George, one of the smoothest players in the league, has tremendous control of his body, and he puts the ball up there with very, very good soft touch.
There's a guy that went the other way. He started at forward and moved out to guard, and what a transition he has made. The leading scorer the last 3 years in the NBA. Theus. Oh, what a pass! Irving was so surprised he couldn't put it away. Gilmore to follow, and he's been fouled. But what a pass.
Hey, Reggie showed me something to that one, Bill. You said to show you, pal. Let's take a look at this one. This is some pass by Reggie Theus. Here he goes. He sees the man. Look at this behind the back pass. Threads the needle, and the doctor, with those big hands, I can't believe he lost the basketball. Didn't get the dunk.
Surprise, surprise. That was an outstanding. You don't see a pass like that very often.
No, you don't.
And
that
right
was
on the money, too.
Beautiful pass.
It's amazing that they could do it not being teammates.
Well, what happens, you have outstanding talent out here on the floor, Gary. You just play good, sound, basic basketball. As Bill pointed out, the one thing these players will have a tendency to do in all-star games initially is to overpass the basketball at times, trying not to be the guy to come out and cast it up. But when that game gets close and you get down to the wire, the guys are going to revert back to what they do best and what they did during the first part of the season.
During an all-star game, one of the best things to do at the start of the game is when you're cutting toward the basket, never pull up. Because then the guy can just always fast give you a lead pass. And if you don't pull up, even if you go all the way through, you'll take a defensive man with you and open it up. So a guy, if he doesn't pass it, then he's got an opening to go for the shot himself.
How many plays they put in for a game like this?
One.
Well, what is that?
Pass the ball around and shoot.
It's kind of glum, isn't it?
You know, it's kind of what they do is because the defense is not set up that well, it wouldn't make sense to put in a lot of plays. Besides, it takes a good team to put it while to put in a good play.
Eddie Johnson makes it 11-9 to West. Oh, Westfall, there he moves inside. Boy, he is good at that. He can use either hand just as effectively.
Probably one of the best in the league using his right and left hand on the drive.
13-9. Got away, but it will be the West basketball.
Let's take a look at Westfall's last move coming down the middle. Here you see he's able to go to his left. He loses Eddie Johnson a little bit. Takes it right into the basket. Artis, for some reason, backs off, Bill. And when he backed off, he gave Paul a chance to make it. He should have been able to block that shot or at least intimidate him somewhat.
He thought he was going to pass it.
And he's already picked up 2 quick fouls. Here's Davis. Saves it out to Westfall. Look at Irving jump outside. Here's Dantley inside. Major league move.
Well, Adrian, for his size, is probably one of the best players in the league, close to the basket on those particular type moves. He doesn't have a lot of height going for him, but great control and close to the basket.
What he does so well is he gives you 2 moves at a time so that rhythmically, you got to be off rhythm, guard him, and that's how he gets shut off because he doesn't jump that high. But he makes sure the defensive man's out of rhythm with it so he can't block the shot.
That's the second time Gilmore has gotten that left-handed hook to go for him. 15-11 the West. There's Kareem. Oh, what a struggle between these two giants. Kareem, that skyhook, that's unstoppable at that range. 6-point lead for the West. Almost. Irving off to Reggie Theus. This guy, after that ball he lost early, now has gotten his confidence back. 17.
Oh, that didn't bother him a whole lot.
Look at Dantley at the other end. Dantley shooting 58% this year for the field. Oh, rejected by the doctor.
I think you got that one, Bill.
In your face.
Little sandwich time.
You have to bring something a little stronger than that.
That's called intimidation. And you've been there, Bill. You've done that a couple of times. Westfall. 19-13. We're going to have a timeout. 5 minutes, 26 seconds to go in this first quarter. Both teams kind of getting their sea legs here, starting to put it all together. We're going to have quite a game. Stay with us, the Richfield Coliseum.